As you reach your 20s, you will start working and you will start making money. You can spend that money on whatever you want, but you should definitely buy some crucial items to make sure that you get the most out of your money. And you have to make sure that you thrive financially as well as mentally. Buying these 12 things will make your life easier and it will take away a lot of stress. What's up everyone, my name is Joris, welcome back to my finance channel. As studies have shown, money proves to be the #1 cause of stress. But you can avoid this altogether with a good financial habit. Here are 12 things you should spend your money on before buying anything else. Time is money, so let's get right into it right after you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Before you do anything, you will need to make sure that you are not starting off with a disadvantage. There is no use in making good financial decisions if you have still debt to your name. So the first smart decision you should make is to eliminate all bad debt. Debt on your car, debt on your studies, debt on your washing machine, or debt on your credit card. It will all hold you back. If the interest rate on such loans is high, you will have to pay them off as soon as possible. If the interest rate is very low, on the other hand, like a car loan at 1.19% or less, you can decide not to pay it off, because you will be earning more on your investments. Open credit lines of 10% and higher should always be paid off as soon as possible. It's no use to have a 5% interest on your investments if you have to pay 10% on outstanding loans. It's easy, do whatever it takes to pay them off as soon as possible. Secondly, you should start building a savings account. This cash buffer will make sure that you're not going into debt when unexpected expenses pop off. Unforeseen bills never come at good times, so having an emergency fund will make sure you don't get into financial trouble and you don't go into debt again. Save up around 6 months of expenses on a high savings account. That's an account that can only be touched in an emergency. In an ideal situation, you will never touch this account. But if you have to do so, fill up the account as soon as possible after the expense. So when debt is out of the picture and a savings account is into place, you can now finally start spending your money. Let me say that again. Don't spend your money on useless items if you are still carrying debt or you don't have ample savings. This is so important. At this point, when you are financially stable and you have no more bad debt, you can start making progress. Now you have to divide your spendings. A part of your income should always go directly towards investments, the stock market or your pension savings. When investing in the stock market, starting out early and small will be preferable to starting out later and with bigger deposits. In investing, time is on your side, so use it to your advantage. If you have a good habit to save and invest monthly, you can start investing in other enriching items, such as a place to stay. You won't stay with your parents forever, and now you are in your 20s, you will start to think to live on your own. The next investment you should make is a place to stay. Having a home to call your own, whether you are renting or you are buying a place, it is always a good way to become more independent. But it goes further than that. In your own house, you will need furniture. So pick durable furniture, because often buying something cheap will turn out to break down fast and be more expensive than picking out a more expensive item at the start and having it for years to come. Reliable furniture won't break down easily, saving you a lot of headaches. Also, pick out a good mattress. You spend 6 to 8 hours per day, so 25 to 30% of your life sleeping. So make sure you have a good mattress. A good night's sleep always affects your mood, your productivity and your mental health. Investing in a good mattress will pay itself back in the future, always. The next one on the list, learn how to cook. Not going out every day and cooking for yourself saves so much money. Good kitchen appliances also go a long way here. Having a microwave, an oven and a dishwasher are very common, and they are quite pricey as well. So again, don't go for the cheapest versions. Buy a good one that will last you for years. Also, get a good kettle. Easy to use, pretty cheap, used for tea, coffee, soup, cooking and so on. And it's also a great conversation starter. If someone asks you about a fun fact about yourself, you can always start about your kettle investment. Anyway, the main idea here is to buy for the long term. Don't buy items that break down within a few months, so spend a little bit more on these items and you will rest at ease for years. Well, the same goes for clothing and shoes really. Get reliable and good looking clothing. A good outfit for an interview, a wedding or a more posh event will always make sure that you stand out and makes you look like you take care of yourself. Clothes that last longer than one season can be worn for years, and even though they are more expensive when you buy them, they will outlast the cheaper versions by many years. You will save money in the long run by spending a little bit more at the start. A sustainable way of transport is the next item on the list. Whether it be a car, a bike or an electronic scooter, getting around costs you money. Make sure that your way of transport is very reliable and easy. You don't want to fix your bike every week because you will need it to get around when you get out. It definitely needs to be reliable. Again here, the cheapest option will most likely be the most expensive option in the long run. All those previous examples were all material items, but there are also other things you can invest in just to grow as a person. Someone I hold very dear has a great creed to always keep growing and always to keep learning new things. In my opinion, education is something you cannot spend enough money on. If you want to learn something new, go out of your way to learn it. The want and the ability to keep learning is a great asset in your life. You can buy books, you can go back to university for a specific course, you can pick up a trade. The options are endless. Next on the list is to invest in travel and experiences. Items you buy will break down or get lost, but memories last. Investing in travels to faraway places and in new experiences will enrich you as a person, and you will always have a topic to talk about among friends. A few years ago I went to Namibia, and among friends I often talk about my experiences there. That specific journey changed me for the better as a person. Number 10. Mens sana in corpore sano. The Romans already knew it. A healthy mind in a healthy body. If you work on your mental peace of mind and you invest in experiences that will mentally help you, don't forget about your physical being. Exercising and eating well in turn will help you to reach a good mental state. Investing in running shoes or a personal fitness trainer will always be worth every penny. In the same spirit as always keep growing and always keep learning is to start a side business. Use your newly acquired knowledge and invest it in a side business. Having something you can call your own proves to be very energizing. Even if the business falls flat after a few months or years, the experience you get out of setting something up will be there. You're creating an entrepreneurial spirit, and that will always be a great asset. All of this is great for you as a person investing in the future, but you can also decide to adopt an animal companion. It's not always about the money, so having an animal companion is one of the best decisions I have made in the last few years. The love you get from a dog or a cat is unmeasurable, and seeing them happy is a great feeling. Ever since Arwen is living here with me, I felt a great sense of responsibility for her, and I want her to enjoy her life to the fullest. Spending money is easy, and spending it wisely is also not as hard as you would think. You just need to find out what is important to you. Personally, I love these what-if decisions. Sometimes you come across a fork in the road in your path, a time where you should ask yourself what to pick at that specific moment. Will you choose to study economics, or will you choose languages? Will you work for company A or company B? Sometimes a choice can have big consequences. For example, your dream job can be across the country, so you will have to move. Or you finally decide to buy that house after all. All these choices are hard and often have financial and emotional strain on you. But if you are in a good state of mind, both financially and mentally, making these decisions will come easier. It is up to you. Good luck. And if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to say hello to Arwin in the comments, and I thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.